Macau once handled more gambling money than anywhere on Earth. For years, nobody asked where the money came from. The money kept arriving. The casinos kept expanding. And nobody wanted the questions. Entire fortunes disappeared almost overnight. Nobody knew who still had the money. The official story sounded simple. These were gambling promoters, business intermediaries, VIP recruiters. But behind every wealthy gambler stood a financial network operating at extraordinary scale. Macau is small, smaller than many cities. Yet this tiny territory generated gambling revenues that eclipsed Las Vegas year after year. What happened there wasn't merely a casino story. It was a story about money. For decades, Macau occupied a unique position in Asia, a place where gambling remained legal, a place where fortunes could change overnight, and eventually a place where financial networks discovered opportunities unlike anywhere else in the world. After 1999, growth accelerated. International operators arrived. Resorts expanded. Construction cranes filled the skyline. The real money wasn't on the casino floor. It was hidden behind the VIP rooms.
Every transaction leaves a trace, you just have to know where to look.
The casinos wanted wealthy clients, not ordinary tourists, not casual gamblers, people capable of wagering millions, people who expected privacy, luxury, and immediate access to enormous gambling credit. There was just one problem. China maintained strict controls over moving money overseas. A wealthy gambler might possess enormous assets, but legally bringing those funds into Macau was often complicated. The casinos needed a solution. That solution became known as the junket system, a network operating between mainland China and Macau, a machine built on trust, relationships, credit, and money movement. Soon it would become one of the most powerful forces in the gambling industry. Officially, junket operators recruited wealthy gamblers. Unofficially, they saw the problem that threatened the entire VIP business model. Without them, billions might never reach Macau. With them, the industry exploded. China restricted capital outflows. VIP gamblers wanted access to enormous gambling funds. The junkets bridged that gap, not by moving physical cash, but by creating a parallel financial system built around gambling credit. Money could be deposited inside mainland China. Equivalent credit appeared inside Macau. No briefcases crossed the border. No armored trucks arrived. Yet somehow the funds became available exactly where clients needed them. Behind closed doors sat the VIP rooms, hidden from ordinary visitors, hidden from cameras, hidden from public attention. Inside, individual wagers could exceed the value of luxury homes. And every night, fortunes changed hands. The commissions were extraordinary. Casinos competed fiercely for junket business. Every high roller generated revenue. Every VIP table generated profit. And the larger the network became, the more powerful its operators became. People knew the money was moving. The question was whether anyone could prove how.
The financial trail clearly indicates organized crime involvement in the Macau casino sector.
As the industry expanded, suspicions followed. Journalists, researchers, investigators. Many questioned whether criminal organizations had found opportunity within the system. Authorities debated the evidence, but the concerns never disappeared. By the mid-2010s, Macau looked unstoppable. Casino revenues shattered records. Construction continued. Investors celebrated. And few people imagined the industry's most successful years might also be planting the seeds of its downfall. Among all the operators, one name kept appearing. One company kept growing. One executive became synonymous with the industry's success. And soon, he would become the face of its collapse. By the middle of the 2010s, one company stood above all others. Suncity, Its name became synonymous with Macau's VIP economy. Its reach extended across Asia. Its clients filled private gaming rooms night after night. And its influence continued expanding with astonishing speed. At the center stood Alvin Chau. To supporters, he was an entrepreneur, a visionary, a symbol of Macau's rise. The genius of the junket model was simplicity. Money entered the network in mainland China. Credit appeared in Macau. Gambling followed. Wins and losses settled later. The physical movement of money seemed almost irrelevant. Investigators increasingly focused on one question. How could so much money move so efficiently? Across cities, across provinces, across regulatory boundaries. For the gamblers, everything felt effortless. Private flights, luxury suites, personal hosts, exclusive gaming rooms. Every detail was arranged before arrival. Many clients never interacted with ordinary casino operations at all. The numbers became difficult to comprehend. Year after year, Macau generated revenues surpassing Las Vegas, sometimes several times over. Entire industries would have envied the scale, and a substantial portion of that activity flowed through junket networks. When money moves this quickly and this quietly, regulators start asking questions. Inside Beijing, concern was growing. The issue extended beyond gambling. Authorities worried about capital flight, money leaving the mainland, money operating beyond intended controls, money becoming increasingly difficult to monitor. And every year the numbers appeared larger. The warning signs arrived gradually. A report here, an investigation there, new regulations, additional scrutiny. Nothing dramatic at first, but industries built on confidence notice even small changes. The empire had become enormous. Casinos depended on it. Investors depended on it. Entire sectors of Macau depended on it. Many believed it was too large to fail. But history rarely treats financial empires kindly, especially when governments begin paying attention. By the late 2010s, Alvin Chau had become the public face of Macau's junket industry. His company dominated the VIP market. Suncity wasn't marketed as a gambling operation. It was presented as a lifestyle brand. Luxury travel, exclusive experiences, elite access. The image was carefully crafted. This wasn't supposed to look like a shadow network. It was supposed to look legitimate. Expansion accelerated. New partnerships emerged across Asia. New gaming operations appeared. New opportunities followed. The junket model was no longer confined to Macau. The true value wasn't gambling. The true value is access.
The structure allows for complete anonymity.
Access to wealthy clients. Access to capital. Access to relationships capable of generating fortunes. Then the first cracks appeared. Investigative journalists began examining the industry more closely. Financial analysts asked uncomfortable questions. Regulators increased scrutiny. Publicly, confidence remained high. Privately, concern was spreading. Because the attention wasn't fading, it was growing. Reports emerged alleging cross-border gambling activities operating at enormous scale. The claims attracted international attention. Supporters dismissed them.
The shell companies were a facade, but the red strings, they lead directly to the source.
The issue wasn't whether people were gambling. The issue was how the system behind the gambling actually functioned. Chinese authorities had spent years monitoring capital movement. Now the focus intensified. Officials increasingly viewed cross-border gambling as a financial concern, not simply because of betting activity, but because of money movement. And money movement was something Beijing took very seriously. Inside Macau, uncertainty spread quietly. Investors noticed. Operators noticed. Casino executives noticed. The public still saw bright lights in crowded resorts. But behind closed doors, conversations were changing. People began preparing for possibilities once considered impossible. For years, Beijing had issued warnings, policy adjustments, regulatory notices, public statements. Most were absorbed without major disruption. This time felt different. The language became sharper. The targets became clearer. Authorities increasingly focused on cross-border gambling activities. Their concern extended beyond casinos. The issue was money. Money leaving mainland China. Money moving through systems regulators struggled to fully monitor. Across the industry, disruptions began appearing. Transactions slowed. Clients hésitaient. Some high rollers disappeared entirely. Confidence weakened. And confidence was the foundation supporting everything. Without trust, the machine couldn't function. Without trust, the system started breaking apart. Investors reacted quickly. Casino valuations fluctuated. Financial analysts issued warnings. Authorities expanded their investigations. Additional companies came under scrutiny. More transactions attracted attention. More relationships were examined.
The investigation has revealed the total collapse of strength of the Asian market. We are witnessing a total collapse of the Asian market.
The damage appeared almost immediately. VIP activity contracted. Clients hésitaient. Operators hesitated. Casinos hesitated. Relationships that once generated enormous profits suddenly became liabilities. In late 2021, authorities moved against Alvin Chau. For years, he had represented the industry's success. Now he represented its vulnerability. The development sent shockwaves through Macau. Because if someone at the center could fall, nobody was untouchable.
The trajectory is undeniable. We must act now.
The casinos responded quickly. Partnerships were reviewed. Risk calculations changed. VIP operations were reassessed. Macau's skyline still looked the same. The casinos still stood. The lights still flashed. But beneath those lights, the system was collapsing. An entire era of VIP gambling was ending, and a final reckoning was only beginning. For years, the junket empire operated behind closed doors. Now the scrutiny moved into public view. Investigations became prosecutions. Allegations became evidence. Investigators reconstructed the network piece by piece. Financial records, corporate structures, communications, transaction histories. The objective was not understanding one event. It was understanding an entire system. And the deeper authorities looked, the larger that system appeared. The legal proceedings marked a historic turning point. The message was unmistakable. The rules had changed. Practices once viewed as essential parts of Macau's VIP economy. Across Macau, VIP rooms began disappearing. Some closed quietly. Others shut down almost overnight. The spaces that once generated extraordinary wealth now sat empty. The consequences extended beyond gambling. Hotels felt the impact. Luxury retailers felt the impact. Transportation companies felt the impact. Entire sectors had grown around the VIP economy. When the money slowed, the effects spread throughout the city. Yet one question remains. Did the crackdown eliminate the system, or simply force it to evolve? History suggests financial networks rarely disappear completely. They adapt, they relocate, they reinvent themselves.
The historical data is clear. This market saturation is an unavoidable risk.
Today, visitors still arrive in Macau. The roulette wheels still spin. The cards still fall. The lights still illuminate the night. But beneath the surface remains the memory of an invisible machine. One that shaped an entire city before disappearing. A machine that generated fortunes, created influence, connected governments, casinos, investors, and high rollers through a network few people ever fully understood. The lights still shine across the harbor, but the era that built those fortunes is gone. And that may be the most expensive lesson in casino history.